Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Rachel with Journey Back Quilts. Today is the last day to register for our online T-shirt quilt class. This class is so much fun. Um, Along with teaching you how to create a fabulous T-shirt quilt just like this one, we also do a fun game where you can print out the PDF, follow along with the lessons, and as you complete the lessons, you'll also earn points towards a prize at the end of the class. So I'm super excited. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Once you're here, please comment hi in the comment box. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching from. I am using StreamYard to stream this to both our YouTube channel and our Facebook channels, both the group and the business page. So let us know where you're from and where you're watching from. Like, are you on YouTube or are you on Facebook? And you may need to give StreamYard permission to use your name and your photo so I can see who you are. Otherwise, it just comes up as YouTube user or Facebook user, things like that. So welcome, everybody. So glad you're here. So today I'm going to answer your questions on this T-shirt quilt class. I'm going to go through a bunch of the normal kind of questions that people ask. And then if you have any questions, please leave those in the comment box so that I can answer those live today. If you're watching the replay, please comment #replay. I would love to know that you're here watching, and you can ask questions too, even if it's past the live time, and I will get back to you and answer you later on today. So the T-shirt quilt class registration ends tonight at midnight. So you've got about 10 more hours left today to get signed up. And let me grab you the link so you can learn more and go sign up. Because this is a virtual class, this is actually a work at your own pace class. So you can watch the videos anytime at your own pace. If you have to quilt at midnight, that's great. If you want to quilt first thing in the morning, that's great. It's ready for you to quilt along with me anytime that you're ready. But we are also going to have a get together through Zoom on May 30th. So next Tuesday from 11 to 1 Mountain Standard Time. So that's 12 to 2 Central Time. So if you need help figuring out what time zone your time would be in, just let me know and I can do that math for you. All righty. So how did I get into making these quilts? So as a lot of you guys know my story, I learned how to quilt with my grandma back when I was a teenager. But when I really got into quilting, people just started noticing and they're like, oh, can you make me a quilt? And can you make me a quilt? And soon the word just spread and people around my city were asking if I could make quilts for them. And then they were asking me if I could make memory quilts for them. And I had never done that before, but I was confident in my quilting skills. So I was like, yes, I can do this. And so I figured out the hard way how to make T-shirt quilts and how to make other memory quilts. And so I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks that I have learned along the way from doing it the hard way so that you don't have to do it the hard way. So I would love to have you join me in this class. So a couple questions. Where is this class? I already answered that. It's all online, pre-recorded. You can work at your own pace. We are having that bonus Zoom meeting on May 30th. Do I need to know how to sew? Yes and no. You will need to know how to sew to make the quilt, but we have a bonus beginners section for you to help you learn how to use the tools, how to make or how to cut out your fabric and how to use your sewing machine and all those things to help you get started on making your T-shirt quilt. You will need a sewing machine and thread and needles, of course, that go along with your sewing machine. You'll need a rotary cutter and acrylic rulers. I love the Fiskars 12.5-inch and 6.5-inch squares. Those are my favorite. And a self-healing cutting mat, of course, so you can cut on top of that. You'll need your iron and ironing board, and you're going to need some medium weight interfacing. You can find that in our shop at journeybackquilts.com. And that way you're all set and ready to go to get your T-shirts ready. And then you're going to have to go through your closet. You're going to have to find those T-shirts that you've been storing away for that special project that you just, maybe you're like, maybe I'll have a T-shirt quilt made, or maybe I'll make one someday, but it's been too intimidating for you. Well, now's the time to go dig them out and find them. I do recommend that you wash them without fabric softener, and use white vinegar in place of the softener to help get the softener off of there so that the interfacing will stick to it better. That's just a suggestion. And then in the class, I'm going to show you exactly how to cut your shirts apart. So don't do that until you watch the video so that you know exactly where to cut them to make the biggest difference to make your blocks. And then I show you how to prep them and how to cut them into blocks. Then I have a special PDF guide to help you with your layout. So that's one of the hardest parts about a t-shirt quilt is how do we fit all of these pieces together? Whether you're doing a crazy quilt and they're all cut into different dimensions or they're all uniform, but you want it to look really cute and really fun and not just plain Jane, you know. So there's that PDF guide for you to help you with that layout. And then show you how to sew them together, which way to iron things so that everything nests correctly. I think that there is some bonus classes on how to finish your quilt, but if you would like help long arming it, we do give you a discount on that as well. If you are a society member, that's our membership, you get this class at no additional cost to you. So you can just click the link in our Facebook group, or I'll be emailing that to you shortly, and you can join us for free. All right. How long is this class going to take? It's almost summer. Things are getting crazy. May is crazy. I understand. Everything is wrapping up with the kids' things, with school, with all the stuff, and the weather is turning beautiful. Finally, our snow is finally gone, and all the flowers are blooming, and my garden needs attended to. So I understand this is a crazy time to join a class. But let me tell you, once you've purchased the class, you get lifetime access to it. If you're a member and you're getting it for free, you get it for the lifetime of your membership. Of course, you can always repurchase it and have it for a lifetime if you want. But while you're a member, you get access to all these classes for free. So if you want in right now, but you don't have time to do it right now, then you can save it in your library until you are ready for it. That's the beauty of these online classes. So if you start now with your t-shirt quilt, you should be done around July 1st-ish or so. And that's when we're going to do the drawing prize for this class sometime around that week. I haven't decided exactly what the timeline is for that. I need to count out the weeks and make sure that that's the right amount of time for this. So, you know, a simple t-shirt quilt would take you a weekend. I've done in-person classes where we have finished the quilt top within one day, and that's taking lunch breaks and chit-chatting and all the things. So what is the time commitment? So because this is a work at your own pace class, you can work at it at your own pace. What a concept. So no one's ever behind. There's no racing to keep up with the other students. You can work at your own pace and be able to quilt at your own time so that you can take that time to relax and enjoy the process and not feel rushed or behind or any of that kind of stuff. So what if you need extra help? So we have a Facebook community where you can ask questions, and other students and I will be in there often to help answer those and to keep you going and cheerleading you on. You can post pictures of your progress or just ask questions or things like that so that we can help support each other and still have that type of community even though it's still virtual. What kind of fabric do I need? So like I mentioned, you're going to need several t-shirts depending on the size you want and the layout you want. That's going to depend on how many t-shirts you have or how many you want to use. So just download that PDF guide once you're in the class, and it will show you exactly how many shirts you're going to need for each of the layouts. So just choose one of those layouts or sketch out one of your own using graph paper or something like that. You can use that PDF kind of as a helpful guide to get you started to making your own quilt design. And then you're going to need several yards of medium weight interfacing. It does about one t-shirt per 12 inches or so. So depending on how many shirts you want to do, I would multiply the 12 inches by how many shirts you're going to do, and then divide that by 36, and that's how many yards you're going to need. So Sometimes it's around 10, 15 yards or so, but it's only like $2 per yard or maybe less than that. So it's really inexpensive. Um, I do recommend you putting a border around the outside, even if it's just a 2.5-inch border, just to help stabilize your quilt while you get the quilting done or have a long armer do it. That way, everything stays nice and square. And then you can trim that border off to a 1/4 inch if you want no border on there, and just put your binding right up to that 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. And then the binding won't be sitting on your t-shirts. So you'll need about 1/2 yard to 1 yard of that, depending on the design again. What kind of tools you'll need, I kind of explained that. You're going to need all your basic sewing supplies. And do I have to schedule these classes on my calendar? Nope. You get to work at your own pace and time again. Other than our special Zoom meeting that we'll have next week, May 30th from 11 to 1, so that we can chit chat, meet each other, sew along with each other. I'll be working on one of my t-shirt quilt orders, and you can ask your questions then. And it's just a fun time for us to hang out and get to know each other better. Alrighty. So let me see if you guys have any questions in the box yet. Doesn't look like it. So, alrighty. I'm going to show you around the classroom now so that you can kind of get a sneak peek of how the tech works, because sometimes people get a little nervous about the tech. So you can watch these videos. Once you've purchased them, you'll be able to log into our website and get access to them in your library. Or you can download the Kajabi app, and once you sign in with your email address, it'll show you all the different classes that you signed up for with that email address. There's a lot of people that use the Kajabi platform, and so we can all share our classroom on the same app, which is really handy. Okay, let me change the screen so you can see the classroom. Okay, here we go. This is the T-Shirt Quilt Class page. Oh, another question. How much does this cost, right? So let me scroll down to that price range. Okay, so this class is just a one-time investment of $97. You get lifetime access to it. You're going to get the step-by-step video instructions, the PDF guide, 10% discount on long arming services for this quilt, and you'll get that bonus virtual meetup on May 30th. However, if you become a society member, like I said, you get this class for free. So being a member is only $47 a month. You'll get everything listed above that I just said, plus a library full of quilting tutorials, more online classes like this one, like the Stars and Stripes quilt class, the Vintage Christmas quilt class, the Pumpkin Square tabletopper class, and so many more. You get free patterns every once in a while. I'll just send you a free pattern, and discounts on products like our fabric, notions, thread, tools, all the kinds of things that we have in our online shop. Discounts on long arming services for every quilt that you make. A virtual community. We have a private Facebook group for our society members, and we'll be having Zoom meetings more often, probably starting in the fall, where we can have a sit and sew together or do things like that. So that's only $47 a month. And as you can see our countdown, you only have 9 hours left before this class is done. So make sure that you join us today, and you can just go to that link I put in the comment box. So anyway, once you have signed up, you'll get a login email, and it will show you what your login your email is and the password, and you can change that anytime. So you'll sign in with that, and then anything that you've purchased from us will be sitting here in your library. So the society is here, Farm Girl, Log Cabin, Stars and Stripes, things like that. So anything that you've purchased or gotten access to through our society membership will be in your library. Scroll down here to the T-shirt quilt classes here. So if you've only purchased 1 or 2 things, you're only going to see 1 or 2 products in your account, because it's my account. I have all of them. So here's the T-shirt quilt class. So on the right-hand side, it'll show you how many lessons are in this class and how far you've watched the lessons. As you can see, there's some check marks here. that shows you the videos that you've completed that you've already watched. There is a members only Facebook page here. So that is for members only. If you are a society member, you'll be granted access. Otherwise, you can go to our free group page, which is the show and tell page. Excuse me. If you have a question, you can ask it here, and a little bit about me. And then if you need anything from our shop, you can click it here to get quick access. All right, let me scroll back up. So you're just going to start with the lessons here at welcome. So you'll click welcome and you'll watch the video. And then once it's done, it will say complete, or you can mark it as complete and you can go to the next lesson. So here is some, occasionally there's a download. In this video, it has the memory quilt game board. So print that out and it will help you keep going, feel accomplished while you're making this memory quilt. And you'll get, my brain just left me. You'll get opportunities to win a prize if you fill it out, color it in, show us a picture of it once you're finished. You'll also get a certificate once you've finished this class. So if you print both of those, show us a picture of them with a picture of your quilt top, then you'll be entered into the drawing by a certain date, which I still have to finalize that date. I will let you guys know when I know. Sometime in July. So you have a few weeks. Okay, and then the next lesson, you'll watch that. It's a website tour, which is what I'm doing right now. So you'll know exactly where everything is. And then next lesson is prepping your shirts. And so you'll start that lesson, prep your shirts. Here's the game board again. And I believe the PDF is under cutting the shirts into blocks as well as layout options. So you can download that there so you can figure out exactly what you want to do to lay out your quilt. Pretty easy, right? Super fun, super easy. You can go back with these breadcrumbs here to any of the previous steps, and you'll be on your way to making your own T-shirt quilt with success. Awesome. All right. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave those either in the comment box or direct message me or email me at journeybackquilts@gmail.com. How to think about that. And I will get back to you. Remember, registration closes tonight at midnight. And I am so excited for those who are already in. We're going to have so much fun. And yeah, I think that's all I had for you guys. So, hey, quick reminder, don't forget to clean out your bobbin area. Take the needle, the plate off of your needle, unscrew everything and take it off and really clean it out. Remember not to use air, but use that nice little brush and maybe some little tweezers like this. I had to clean mine out today and holy moly, it was packed. And if you haven't had your machine professionally cleaned in 1 to 2 years, it's time to do it. So call your local provider and get that cleaned out. All right. Have a good week, guys. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope you have a great, fun, safe weekend. Talk to you later.